first of 15 games the Wallabies will play in 2014. The build-up to Rugby World Cup 2015 begins in earnest. And we're underway. First of 3 tests. And that's a fine start by Michel. Got it away to Drago, and he has support with him. Immediately, they put it through the hands. Having an early rumble. This is the youngster, Gail Fiku, in 13, up towards the halfway. Michelak picks up the South African-born Bernard Leroux. Back to the left they go, Michelak, and the fullback is up, Hugo Bombal.
Gee, Michelak's getting some touches on the ball early.
They go to the short side. Vaha Mahina couldn't control it, and so the Wallabies
big numbers left on it.
Over.
And they do go wide, and it is Falau, beat one. Up over halfway, Israel Falau. Fullback on, fullback, and the tackle is good from Bombal. White gets there. Foley. They're up very quickly.
Midfield.
Advantage being played. We've got a man down in back play. It's Stephen Moore, the captain, who's Moore takes it forward up towards the 22.
Push back.
White. And Simmons. White waits for it, gives it to Palu in his 50th test match.
More numbers left for Bernard Foley out wide.
And Foley goes to the line, then gives it to Kurandrani. Advantage again for the Wallabies. They work it to the left. And it's Foley. Back to White. Dummies. Puts it on the toe for Cummins to chase, but nothing happening there, so we will come back, and it is a penalty just to the left of the uprights. First penalty of the match. We can go sideline to Rod Kafer.
Really see the intention, Clarkie, from both teams early on, as we see Stephen Moore getting some treatment, and conditions are fantastic. No breeze really to speak of. The ground's dry. And Sharpie, not often we see Stephen Moore down with an injury.
Yeah, troubling signs there. He's in a little bit of a...
Yeah, he's not happy, is he, Shub? His left knee, I think it is, his kneecap.
Yeah, they're certainly working on his left knee, and let's see if we can see what... Oh, he's...
Pushed it down, medial ligament by the look of it, his left knee.
Yeah, awkward fall there. Let's hope he's all right.
Yeah.
A great start from France. They've really throwing the ball around. And I'll tell you what, if both teams take this type of attitude to the rest of the game, we're going to watch a fantastic battle.
Great play from both sides, wasn't it? When Freddie Michelak, he's certainly shown his intentions early on, getting a lot of touches on the ball with plenty of options outside of him.
78% in Super Rugby in the goal-kicking department. Made his test debut against Argentina last year. Former Australian Sevens captain. And what a big moment for him here. No problem. Over the black dot it goes. Those bold enough to wear gold in the crowd are happy with that start. It is 3-0.
Stephen Moore getting back to his feet midfield now. They're strapping up his medial ligament, which is on the inside of your knee. He's a very tough rooster. You don't want to go off after 3 minutes in the match in your first game as captain, his 92nd test match.
He is the most experienced Wallaby hooker ever. And there's a mistake from the kick-off.
He's gone, Stephen Moore. He's really struggling in back play.
Oh, that is terribly bad luck for the Wallaby captain. But it is France with an opportunity to hit back through Marchano. Getting it out to those big forward runners up towards the 22. LaRue can't find a way through there. Moore making the tackle. Marchano, Michelak out the back door it goes. And it is Fofana taken by Kepu. Marchano. Miku got it away to his captain, Mas.
Wallaby so far defensively, a little bit unstructured. Field goal.
And they have a crack. And it is over. It's over. So, Michelak, you just cannot give him any centimetres whatsoever because he will steal it. And he levels the score at 3-all.
Yeah, wonderful play, Freddie Michelak. Had a couple of cracks at it. They would have liked to have had a few more, but straight through off the post, the left-hand post. Stephen Moore in a lot of trouble in back play. I think he's going to be coming off the field, Keith.
Definitely is. we've been chatting here. Tatafu Polota-Nau is ready to come on. He'll be devastated. Steve, you know him really well, Shap. He'd be great devastation for him.
Yeah, I think Steve's the sort of guy who'd be more disappointed because it, disrupts what the team has put in place throughout the week. But I can tell you what, Cave, he was really battling there in back play, and take a lot for Steve to come up, particularly on a night like this. And let's hope it's not too bad for Australia's sake moving forward. France starting well, though. They're really getting out of the advantage line. And Timmy, as you said, they explored a few options. Michalak sat back in the pocket and decided to take the 3 points that were on offer. And he'll do that again tonight if they get to that same predicament, I'm sure.
Split kick-off again for the Wallabies. Options either side for Bernard Foley.
And he's going to go out to the right. Well, you need plenty of luck in this game at this level. Last year, Stephen Moore started in all 15 test matches. Started in the first in 2014, but didn't last any more than 5 minutes with a knee injury.
Good pressure. Michael Hooper there, getting through very quickly.
And Michael Hooper has taken over the captaincy. Started as vice-captain with Adam Ashley Cooper, so plenty of responsibility on young shoulders, just 22 years of age. Tatafu Polota-Nau, well, it's a handy replacement to have. It's his 47th test appearance. Good line out first up there for the Wallabies.
Yes.
3-3 at Suncorp. Polota-Nau has it at the back. Now White takes it, gives it to Foley. Kepu. In fact, it was Kurandrani, the big centre, and that's a poor pass over on the far side.
Yeah, the space looked like it was just outside Tavita Kurandrani as well. Good ball from Bernard Foley. He really wanted someone just off his left-hand shoulder. Tavita Kurandrani. It was good tackle from Galfiku, the 20-year-old outside centre for France.
Come in, Blue. Come in.
Drago, very, very good line-out jumpers for France. He'll marshal the troops. Surely takes it.
Contact in the air. Contact in the air.
Penalty goes against the Wallabies. Opportunity for France to get it into Australian territory.
Rob Simmons calling the line-out plays for the Wallabies.
Michalak finding touch.
Difficult there. Surely jumped right across the line. Rob Simmons trying to contest, but he can't wrap his arms around his opposition jumper there. As soon as those arms come around him in a hug-type motion before he's hit the ground, that's a penalty immediately. He's got to cut that out.
Another short line-out, 5-man line-out for the French.
Girardeau finds Maestri. 10-metre mark, Australian territory. Inside ball. Uge got it away. Thiku throws one over the top now. But he can't find a way through Labouris. Scrambling defence by the Wallabies, but exciting play from France. Now it's Michalak. Flat pass. The referee was right on the spot. He says it's okay. Spills out the back. Michalak again. Pops one over the top to Fofana. Thiku on the inside, but now he flicks it up to Maestri.
Must score to the left.
Les Bleus. Oh, they keep it alive, and it's been intercepted by Cummins.
It's advantage for a forward pass.
An advantage is being played for a forward pass, and the advantage is now over. It's into touch around about the 10-metre mark, Australian territory. Somehow they were able to defuse that raid by Les Bleus.
Wonderful play by the French. Lovely little set-piece play. Michalak, a lovely little ball back inside. And I thought Fofana was going to come through here, and it went wide. Labouris, they just panicked a bit too much there, the French. They had plenty of options.
They've been working on that inside ball during the warm-up all night. So expect to see lots of it.
Hooper. Now White with the box kick. It'll come down for Felix. Labouris, he leaves it behind, and it's been picked up by Hooper. Will play the first knock on by Labouris.
A lot of selection debate this week about Will Genia and Nick Watt. Kate, I feel Nick White's kicking game, his long kicking game, his huge right boot that he's got, tells me maybe the Wallabies are going to kick a lot from the base of the set piece or rucks, particularly when they're clearing, just like they did then.
I think it's a tactic they've got with him in there, but it's been his passing game that I think has probably defined him this season at the Brumbies. His pass off the ground has been very sharp. Typically tends to put the ball out in front of his runners all the time. Really invites his first receiver to move hard onto the ball. First scrum, big opportunity.
Look at the Wallaby backline, how flat they are. Adam Ashley Cooper, midfield in between the centres.
Penalty goes to the Wallabies. Scrum penalty.
Down. Losing bond, touch it. Yeah.
Nicholas Mas penalised there, the captain. Just losing his bind on the right-hand side there, on the tight head side. Closest to the referee. From Montpellier, the French club.
Wallabies conceded 7 scrum penalties. 7 scrum penalties in Paris in 2012. They were held scoreless in the second half by France for the first time in 54 years because of a poor scrum. So they'll be pretty happy with that penalty going their way. 11 minutes gone. Bernard Foley. $14 meters in from touch. It's off the uprights. Bouncing around. And eventually it will be placed in goal by Johan Rouget.
Well, the Wallabies only had one chaser there, was Adam Ashley Cooper coming through there for the rebound off the upright. Bernard Foley's first miss for the night. Freddie Michalak to restart play.
And Simmons can't control it.
Rob Simmons didn't have any lifters there whatsoever. He was backing back and was looking for Sekope Kepu to lift him up. Both teams only a short time to prepare for this match.
Plenty of possession for France.
Come in here, goals. Come in, goals. Crouch. Bind. Set. Hits and chase, goals. Hits and chase. Hit and hold, please.
A short arm penalty, so you can't kick for touch and get your own line out back, but Freddie Michalak steps up now. You must take another scrum. It's really your only option.
Just come here.
Both teams just testing each other out. The Wallabies
come closer.
A penalty already in this game, taking 3 points. Probably getting a little bit ahead of themselves there, trying to push before the ball was in. You can't do that. The scrum's got to be stable these days before the halfback is allowed to feed the ball into the scrum.
Just saw a shot of Wallaby coach Ewan McKenzie down on the sideline.
Bind. Set.
Maxime Machinot puts it in for France.
Advantage.
Advantage is being played for France. Bonval.
No advantage. Goal around the corner. Stay straight.
Craig Joubert making sure that the Wallaby team knows. Michael Hooper, the new captain now that Stephen Moore's left the field.
He's got this side first, mate. The Wallabies for walking around as you see that ball go well and truly into touch. France now with an opportunity to perhaps maul another lineup. They attempted that the last time they were down this end of the field.
They're leaving their second rower, Sharpie Vaha Amamina, in midfield. So once again, another 5-man line out.
Yeah, in France, they tend to play different roles depending on their jumping abilities. You see France off the top.
Machinot to Michalak. opening it up in midfield. Sebastian Vahamahina. Switch of play. Kick over the top from the Bombal. And claiming the mark there is Adam Ashley Cooper. Keeps it pretty low and straight into the breadbasket of Hugo Bombal. Across to Michalak. They're saying it's knocked back, and now it's out on the full.
Oh, poor play, Freddie Michalak.
20 metres in front, I can't rule on this.
He had a lot of space there too. He's very disappointed in that play. Just can't get into the rhythm, though, Rod Cafer, that he kicks too much ball away tonight for the first because they've got to play a bit more with ball in hand.
Well, I think they've done that. They've looked to use the width, Tim, with their passing game. They've switchback play there moments ago. Their wide passing game's been very good. Their running line's good as you expect. They're really trying to stretch the Wallabies.
Good line out from the Wallabies to Mua. Out on the left they go. Fardy, taken by Shuli. Inside ball from Foley to Cooper. Girardo, good tackle from the hooker. The debutant, Carter. Simmons. Slipper. Looking to offload. Goes to ground. White. He's a snipe. Numbers left. Israel Folau's lurking. Sam Carter up to the 22. Nothing happening down the short side. White. Pick up from Foley. Drops it onto the left foot. Down. Comes off one of the French players, but he's playing advantage.
Off your feet. Off your feet. Yeah.
So Bernard Foley now has another chance in a very similar position than his last penalty. Penalty was for the player leaving his feet at the breakdown, but midfield, the French backline players, Wesley Fofana and also Gal Fiku, are racing up midfield and trying to stop the Wallabies going wide and forcing them back infield. Hugo Bombal.
And they're turning down the opportunity for 3 points. And Jamua bangs it into touch. 5 or 6 metres out from the corner post.
The other thing that's quite noticeable about the way that France are defending, they're not competing for the ball at all at the tackle. Letting the Wallabies have it and setting their defensive line well. Sharpie here, Wallabies will be looking for a drive, surely.
Yeah, you think so?
On by Simmons. Pops out the back and White gives it to Foley. Michelet controls him.
Through the middle of the ruck, no problem.
Jamie Shuli, the number 8, coming through the middle of the breakdown.
Outside, use it.
Going to come back for Australia though. Fardy. White. Palu. Hands it off to Simmons. Folau. Dummying. Israel Folau in for the try. First try of the match. His 11th in his Test career, which is only 16 tests old. 2 tries on debut at this ground last year, and he's on the score sheet tonight.
Yeah, wonderful play from the Wallabies. Patient play. Israel Folau's been lurking in behind the breakdown for the last 5 or 6 minutes, and he's been wanting to go to the left-hand side of the field. Lovely play there, and what a ball. I think that was James Slipper. Get an offload away, and Israel Folau so hard to beat one-on-one.
You're right, Timmy, about his lurking. He's been looking in there just tracking the ball. He's been itching to get his hands on it. And you just get that glimpse that every time he touches the ball, something can happen. He makes things happen in and around the ball.
What about the ball here from the birthday boy, James Slipper, just popping it up to Israel Folau?
Yeah, it's a cracker. Does a great job of keeping that ball alive. And that's the advantage of the Wallabies, not dying with the ball, looking to use it, looking to keep it alive. Of course, everybody in the crowd, including the bench, happy.
We'll see how we go, Ben.
Slipper receiving some treatment.
right ankle getting strapped up over the top of his boot at the moment.
Folau in 2013, his debut season. Most tries for the Wallabies, most line breaks, tackle busts, offloads and run meters. Scored 10 tries to equal Lonnie Takiri's season record for Australia. And he scores the Wallabies' first try in 2014.
Really starting to read the game well in 2014, Clarkie, compared to last year. Being able to have a good look at the back. The line breaks, 18 line breaks last year. Tackle bust, 66. Michael Checker, the coach of the Waratahs, picked him at fullback last year, not on the wing. He's been able to really learn the game.
Foley about 5 metres in from touch. And this one's going to hold its line. It's down the middle. Over it goes. So it's 10 points to 3.
Just some combinations early the Wallabies are trying to work on. Nick White, also Bernard Foley. Nick White likes to dart around the edge of the breakdown. His forward runners need to know he's going to do that and get there quickly to support him.
It's the least experienced 9, 10 and 12 combo to play in Australia since 1994 against the New Zealanders. So not a lot of experience there. And having body on the line was the try scorer Folau.
That's better from Wycliffe Palu. Needs to get involved.
Val doing a good job to keep it in the field of play. Michalak kicking. Down to Folau. Slight fumble, but he just manages to hold on. Across it goes to Foley. Kicks down the centre of the park. Michalak.
That's good play from Bernard Foley. Saw the space in the middle. Maxine Machino, the halfback, covered it well.
They weren't overly happy with that exit. The Wallabies coming out of their own half. They've spent a lot of time this week and even last year really making sure they get out of their own end, getting up the other end of the field so they're out of the danger zone. They'll need to work on that.
Good win from Carter to Moore. Trying the dummy is Foley. The tackle for Fana.
That's a good run from Matt Tamura across the advantage line.
Short side, Adam Ashley Cooper. Simmons up over halfway. Just holding on to one leg was Nicholas Mas. Foley to Moore. Andrade straightens. The defence France. Now it's Foley running to the line again. Got the high one there. Reckless tackle, playing advantage. As White now gives it to Foley, drops it onto the left foot, and chasing is Nick Cummins. He's taken 5 metres out. It's still there for the Wallabies though, and they drive towards the line, looking for their second try. Carter gives it to Kepu. Kepu 5 metres out. White now Simmons, not Simmons, a slipper at his 50th. Foley lunging for the line.
Inside your blue. Find me.
White. It comes back for Tamura. He brings it out to Adam Ashley Cooper. Simple try in the end. 27th test try for Australia. Adam Ashley Cooper in his 92nd test.
Yeah, it was good play from Nick White. Good vision. He was picking the right runners. Defensively, the French were numbering up, but in the end, I'm not sure who it was racing up. Might have been Galfiku looking for the intercept in midfield. Bernard Foley putting a lovely little kick through. Just didn't sit up for Nick Cummins. Did extremely well to get it back. And then a lovely ball out wide. Yeah, Galfiku was coming through for the intercept and really unsettled defensively their pattern for the French. And Adam Ashley Cooper, as he does, finishing brilliantly.
Yeah, nice timing from Matt Tamua just to hold it off. Ref cam up nice and close. I think he really brought them undone. Adam Ashley Cooper finishes it nicely.
Paul Smiles on the bench. And Adam Ashley Cooper, one of 3 survivors from the 2008 victory by the Wallabies over France at this venue. The other 2, Moore, who's already been replaced tonight, and Horwell, who's on the bench. Foley trying to bring it round again. It's off the right hand upright for the 2nd time tonight.
Stephen Moore ice on his left knee there, medial ligament strain. Hope it's not too bad for him. The 81st Wallaby captain left the field after 3.5 minutes.
$15 points to 3. Andy lead for the Wallabies as Michalak kicks off. Taken by Simmons. And the penalty. Obstruction against the Wallabies.
3 goals in front of the ball carrier. 3 goals in front of the ball carrier.
Also penalising Sekope Kepu. Being in front of the ball carrier. I think Sekope Kepu was the one also who lifted Rob Simmons.
He did, Timmy, and he clearly stepped around too far. He got his body in between the French defender Rob Simmons, and as soon as it happened, penalisable offence. You could see Joubert nailed him straight away.
Frederic Michalak hasn't played for 4 weeks. He plays for the French club Toulon, where Matt Kiddo and also Drew Mitchell are playing with Johnny Wilkinson. Won the Heineken Cup final a couple of weeks ago, and then the top 14 final last weekend. Michalak didn't play, but wanted to stay and support his team. Only got out of here Tuesday afternoon.
367 points for France. 380 is the record. And Michalak, no problem from there. Narrows the gap, 15 points to 6. Something for the French and the crowd to cheer about.
French reserves there. Morgan Parra, reserve halfback.
Coming down for the number 8. Damien Shuli, number 22. Machino over the top to Folau. Foley. So they're not frightened to take it into contact. The fly half. Standing skipper, Michael Hooper. Simmons Fardy.
You see the French not competing at the breakdown.
Carter. Not sure if he tried to offload that to Cummins or whether it popped out the back, but it's going to be a scrum feed to France.
Yeah, the Wallabies forwards are just struggling to find their rhythm with their runners that are coming around the corner off Nick White. Defensively, the French forward pack are sprinting out across the field and not attacking at the breakdown, which is giving them more numbers in defence.
Boys, they're not great at this stage. Closer and steady with goose.
Yeah, Timmy, perhaps a bit of an idea. The Wallabies, they might start to look at the pick and drive, going through the centre there if they're spreading out and fanning and waiting for their runners to come around the corner. They might have to look at that and readjust their strategy as the game wears on.
Penalty against France on their put-in.
Bind down. Number 3 blue.
It's the second time the captain, Nicholas Muss, has been penalised for losing his bind on the tight head side. We've got a call from the assistant referee, Craig Joubert.
Mas, the second most capped French prop behind Sylvain Akane, with 84 test caps, 72nd test cap for Mas, and he's given away a couple of penalties already.
Looks like Nick White taking this penalty, a longer range shot. Bernard Foley not happy with his last couple of shots at goal. Hitting the upright on both occasions. Been in great form for the Brumbies in Super Rugby. Will Guinea not in the match day 23.
First attempt tonight for Nick White. Will it come around? Oh, shaves the upright on the wrong side. So it's still 15 points to 6.
Well, the French so far have only had 39% of the possession in this match. They had a lot of it in the first 5 to 7 minutes. They need to get their hands back on the ball to get themselves back into this game.
Mistake by the Wallabies.
Advantage over.
Advantage is over as LaRue has a run. Marshall carried back into the 22 to Michelak. One bounce into touch.
That's smart play.
All his line-out so far has been very strong. Change of hooker hasn't affected things too much. It's a good sign. They need that part of their set piece to be a really stable source of possession for them. You see Rob Simmons doing a good job so far.
5-man knotted again. Wycliffe Parley waiting midfield.
Good line out again. White kicking. Coming down for Uge. Claiming the mark inside the 22.
10.
Just a bit long from Nick White. Right option. Nick Cummins coming through. Young man Uge did well.
They'll be happy with that. Good result now. A great opportunity for the Wallabies to utilise their line out and release the ball to the back line. They've gone back to a more traditional line out. 7-man all in, scrum half and half back. They're going to win it quickly, get it off the top. Nick Cummins ready in the back line for a run.
Win by Simmons. That's good work. A drive behind Cummins. Now it's Foley. And Folau beat run, as he usually does. Over the 22 he goes. Carter.
Oh, no room there for Sam Carter.
Hit pretty hard by Maestri, but it's still there for the Wallabies. And a good ball out to Simmons. And ball over. A clear run to the line. Michael Hooper. Showtime, Australia. They'll check something upstairs.
Obviously lost pass.
They're checking to see if the pass was flicked on. I think it was Bernard Foley out wide, flicked it on. Whether that pass has gone forward. Michael Hooper, 30-metre run to the try line. Rob Simmons. Tavita Kurandrani it was, just flicking it on to Michael Hooper. Some lovely hands through that play, though, by the Wallaby backline. Has that ball gone forward? That's the question they're asking.
Closer look at it.
It was good pressure from Maxine Marchanel, the half-back.
Television match official is Ben Skeen from New Zealand. No problem with the grounding.
Broadcaster has confirmed all angles have been shown.
Right, Ben, from where we're standing, we believe it does go from the guy's hand in a forward direction. Does that line up with what you're seeing?
Craig, can I just show you another angle on that, please?
Right,
another replay.
Yeah. Sure, we'll just have another look.
Well, the very experienced Craig Joubert and Chris Pollock, the assistant, think it went forward. Television match official is not so certain.
Well, if it goes back to the referee, he'll rule it going forward. The assistant referee, he stands on the sideline.
Enough of those. So having another closer look, I actually believe you're quite right. It does go from his hand backwards, certainly not forward, and therefore I'm ordering a try.
Craig, I completely agree that there is no clear or obvious pass forward. You may award the try.
Okay, thank you.
Try to the Wallabies and to Michael Hooper. It was the high shot that showed that came out of the back of the hands initially.
Yeah, early on, it was good pass too from Bernard Foley. Quick hands. As the French backs are racing up midfield and trying to shut the Wallabies down before they get the opportunity to go wide. Tavita Kurandrani flicking the ball on Michael Hooper, one of the fastest players in the team. Bernard Foley 2 from 4. Takes the kicking duties back.
Just a couple of metres in from touch. 3 tries already for the Wallabies. 2 from 5 in the goal kicking department. And this one is over. 22 points to 6. Wallabies over France.
Obviously firmly in control of the game now. Wallabies just need to keep the foot on the throat. Neil McKenzie won't be happy if they take it off at all. Let's see if they can do it.
So Michelak kicks off. No pressure on Simmons this time.
Good charge, Wycliffe Palu getting himself involved in the match.
Fardy. White in the pocket is Foley. He's pretty long with it. It's the halfway. The French with some work to do here. Michelak a little flat. Bombal still on the halfway.
And they're flat-footed. They need some momentum here, the French. Need some forward runners to get across the advantage line.
Use it!
Drago. 6 from halfway.
Big hit, Sam Carter midfield.
Michelak looks up and spots the gap, and it is into touch.
Again, very suspect clearance from the Wallabies. Kick-off receipt went nicely. They just didn't get the result they would have been looking for from that clearing play out of their own half. And again, they're going to be forced to win this line out.
I think what's happening, Sharpie, is they're not getting far enough past the 22, are they, in the restart receipts?
Another good win by Simmons at the back. It's up in the air. So Domingo grabs it for France. Good turnover. Girardeau. Quick hands for Fana. Oh, just lost his footing over the 22. And then a slight fumble.
6 goal offside, previous maul.
No advantage. So they'll come back to the previous maul, the spot of the previous maul, and it's a penalty to France.
Yeah, Scott Fardy penalised for the Wallabies, but there was some space just outside. It was Wesley Fofana and Galfiku. Bernard Leroux was just off his right-hand shoulder as he made the half break. Drago there.
He climbed straight through the middle of this line out. Mauled exceptionally well. It's surely there. He's done a very good job in wrapping up. Obviously, Wycliffe Palu come in, getting a shot on.
That's where the penalty was for. Scott Fardy was in behind the ruck.
Again, the Wallabies getting caught in their own end. Need to clear these exits up.
It's another good strike. Flags are up again for Frederic Michelak. His first test in Australia since 2005. Made his test debut against South Africa 2001. So he's been around for a long time.
Okay, thanks, Ben.
22 points to 9.
You can see Bernard Foley there. He's got forward runners to the right and left, so he can choose where he'd like to go. First kick of the game went straight down the middle of the field. Tavita Kurandrani coming through.
It's a good take from Damien Shuley. Michelak taking the tackle.
Use it!
Michelak. into touch around about the halfway mark. 3 minutes remaining.
Ducky, great clearance. Wallabies play on quickly.
Adam Ashley Cooper did extremely well.
White. And now Slipper. Second day is Girardeau. Tamura. The ball and all tackle. White. Big one out. Kurandrani.
Flat-footed to Vita Kurandrani.
Nowhere to go. Slipper. Good hands there from his Queensland teammate Simmons. And White to Palu. Got away from one. The tackle of Chuli. Slipper to Folau. He takes some stopping. Good tackle the end from Fiku. Foley, flat pass, and running through the hole is Simmons. Needs support. It's not there. Clean out was a bit late, so a turnover to France. Oh, and that's a poor pass for Labouris. Well, they're going to go upstairs here to see if the French have absolutely butchered that one and offered up a 5-pointer to the Wallabies.
Ben, you're in the frame. Try, no try, please.
Checking footage, try, no try.
Yeah, thanks.
A rain explosion from the French.
Machino, I think it was, the halfback. He wanted to go back to the right-hand side, then he went left. He only had one player there. Labouris. Oh, missed it there and missed it there. That's try time. Manny Tamua pouncing, putting pressure on. Labouris just couldn't pick it up. He wanted to actually place it down.
It was comical in the end. And Tamua says, well, if you don't want it, I'll take it. I'll take the 5 points. Looks like it's going to be his 3rd test try.
Is that downward pressure there?
That's what they're looking at, that first time it went across the line, Cove, yep.
Could go either way here.
Oh, it's got to be a try.
Labouris. Has he got any downward pressure there?
He's trying to pick that up, Cove, surely.
He's definitely trying to pick it up. Just needed to push it down. No question, Matt Tamua's got downward pressure.
Great, I have a decision.
Yeah, standing by, Ben.
You may award the try.
Thanks.
4th try to the Wallabies. And it's Matt Tamua who steals it a couple of minutes before half-time. 27 points to 9.
It was a lovely ball early on from Bernard Foley, though, to put his second row, Rob Simmons, through the space. And he was on his own. There was a turnover.
A couple of things the Wallabies haven't done well tonight has been their support work to the breakdown. They've been very slow to get to the tackle player. A lot of guys sitting on their heels a little bit when the ball carrier is making a half break. And what's a bit unusual for the Wallabies is having a team not competing at all at the breakdown against them, and they're finding themselves on the front foot with a bit of momentum and a bit of a roll on.
Okay, perhaps a little bit of uncertainty as to the way they're trying to play, with the patterns of play. They've only had 2 or 3 training sessions together. That may have something to do with it, but you're right, their urgency's just not quite there tonight.
Foley. Another 2 points. 29 points to 9. That's Australia over France.
Just from the sideline, France really need to be careful they don't go away here. Their body language is telling me they're looking a little bit frazzled. They're losing their way a little bit, and some mistakes starting to creep in. It could be an ugly night for them if they continue on this vein.
Well, you think that their coach, Philip Santandre, may change a few people at half-time or just after half-time to get some fresh legs on.
Good carry from Slipper. 2 seconds remaining in the first half.
It's James Slipper's 5th carry for this half.
Foley happy to put it into touch as the half-time siren sounds. So that is the biggest points haul in the first half on home soil for the Wallabies since 2007. 4 tries. Folau, Ashley Cooper, Hooper and Tamua. And the drop goal and 2 penalties to France. So 29 points to 9. We can now go to Rod Kafer.
There with Michael Hooper, a pretty comprehensive first half.
Yeah, it's been nice. You know, we've been able to exit all bar one time and get out of our own end. It's been good.
Other teams look pretty confident, maybe a little bit slow getting to the tackle player, some turnovers on offer.
For us or for them?
Both.
Yeah, I think for, we're recycling ball quickly, so we're going to have to lock that down and keep carrying. I mean, our carries have been excellent so far.
And 4 tries to the Wallabies. Michael Hooper, the captain at the moment in this Wallaby team, because Stephen Moore had to leave the field with a knee injury. He'll have scans later. Hopefully it's not a long-term injury to the new Wallaby captain. Moore.
Outside.
29 points to 9. And Tamua. It's pretty long. Damien Shuley will run it back towards halfway. Got rid of Foley, and over halfway he goes. Bombal over the top and almost regathers. Cummins is there. He's taken by Gael Fiku. Cliffy playing his 50th Test match. Dropping back into the pocket again is Tamua.
Now there's a bit of space for the French. Freddie Michalak.
Michalak running it back to the halfway. Cross field. He was an easy target for Fardy. LaRue to the 10-metre mark. Us, the captain. Sebastian Mahina. Penalty goes against the attacking team. Good work by the Wallabies.
He's on his feet.
Good work, Scotty Fardy. Did extremely well, last man off the ground. French penalised for not releasing the ball. Ewan McKenzie, the coach of the Wallaby team, talking to Stephen Moore on the sideline. The French forwards are just too flat-footed with their play, and Scotty Fardy was allowed to get across, make the tackle and get over the ball very quickly. But Amamina was the one that was caught with the ball flat-footed.
French reserves.
Although they're climbing up the West, Tour de France.
To Tafu Pelota now. Line out 30 metres out. And again, the line out works well for the Wallabies. A flat pass to Kurandrani. They just managed to shut him down. Now it's Fardy, flings one over the top, and the bounce is okay in the end for the Honey Badger. Lotta now. Tackled by Maestri.
Big numbers to the right if Matt Tamua can get the ball quickly. It's slow ball for Nick White.
Penalty goes against the Wallabies this time.
Player. On his feet, all the rights, holding on.
Noticeable change in the French tactics now, much heavier on the ball. First few rucks, they're really starting to compete. First half, they just left it alone. Philippe Saint-André obviously said to them at half-time, let's get stuck in at the breakdown. Don't give the Wallabies that easy front foot ball that they can just utilise the power and pace in their back line to capitalise on.
Line-out will be about 3 or 4 metres inside Wallaby territory. French haven't come back from a half-time deficit to beat the Wallabies since 1989. Might have been the tour year on, Tim Hall.
I think it was, we won the one in Strasbourg, the first test, second test in Lille. We were in front at half-time.
Good hands in the end from Bouget on halfway. Bachelard. Mass. Ivado. Amahina is keeping it tight. Shuley.
He's been good, Damien Shuley. Number 8 for France. And he runs.
That pass there from Michalak. for Drago. Simple stuff, but here's some metres.
Just trying to get some momentum now, the French. Girardeau, pick and drive. They're trying to bring the Wallaby defensive players in closer.
Lewis. That's a good ball. Flat pass, but the gap soon closed.
Sam Carter did well.
13th phase for the French.
Oh, what tackle.
Palu special. There it goes out to Fiku. Plenty of gold jerseys around him, but he got away from Tamua. Machado and Fofana. Cleaning up is Bombal.
Good pressure from Michael Hooper coming through on Wesley Fofana. Up to the 16th phase now.
Michalak to his captain. Michalak again, cut out pass. Oh, and then it all comes to nothing. Domingo drops it. Cole.
What's he doing out there? Tomar Domingo on the 18th phase, sitting out wide. There's a tackle there from Michael Hooper on Wesley Fofana.
France was really starting to get a bit of momentum through the rucks there. They were picking and driving that little short passing game. Fofana hit that line nice and tightly near the ruck. Perhaps they should stick to that rather than trying to go wide. They're really running with
just by getting your shoulders
giving
up
the Wallabies too much time to get up in their face and in their space.
Just stay bound in the whole process.
The kid trying to hit those hole runners that Fofana and Gal Fiku, the outside centre.
Thank you. Yeah. One coming closer. Yep.
Let's watch from Mars, see if he can maintain his line on James Slipper, who's played well tonight in his 50th.
Bind. Set.
He's done well, James Slipper. 6 runs so far, 6 tackles, good offload.
Okay, say what you mean. Okay.
He's also scrummaged well against one of the best side heads in the world, to me. It's been a good performance so far.
James Slipper on this side, number 1 for the Wallabies, up against the captain Nicholas Mas.
Crouch. Bind. Set.
The scrums have been a bit of a mess tonight. That's only the second completed scrum for the match so far as Palu has a run. The debutant. Good carry from Sam Carter. Offload from Folau. Back to White. Popped out. Sloppy from the Wallabies, but Hooper's going to try and settle things and then loses it forward. Handball back. Still playing advantage.
Advantage over.
Advantage is now over.
Bonval was about to get cut in half from Starfield, put on a down. He did well.
Uge throws a wild one back into the centre of the field for Wesley Fofana. And he's on the 22. Nowhere at the moment, France. There's the kick under a bit of pressure from Machado. And it sits up for Folau running onto it. Girardeau made the tackle. White. Slipper at the back. Foley, quick hands, poor pass, but cleaned up by Ashley Cooper, one of the 4 try scorers in the first half. Set things up again. Simmons. Slipper. Tackled by Johan Maestri. Foley to Murrah. Cummins.
Here comes, hasn't seen a lot of ball tonight, needs to start roving around in behind Matt Tamua, looking for a bit more ball.
And Foley pops it up. Misread that one. Back to Michelak. Chanot. LaRue. Going into scrum half is Fofana. They want to get out of there at long last. The kick from Michelak.
Nick White back at fullback because Israel Folau was up in the line.
Fullback Hugo Bonval tackled on halfway.
Use it!
Michelak.
It's really slow ball for the French. They need to either pick and drive and get in behind the Wallaby defensive line, or a little chip over the top, try and break this defensive line. LaRue taking it forward.
Almost to the halfway. Now it's Mass. Just no penetration. Chanot trying to get something going on the left. Gives it to Felix Lebris. Still around that halfway mark. Chanot, Michelak. Gave it to Uedrago.
7 goals, there, go!
Well read defensively, Sakopi Kepu.
Use it.
Schulich to Domingo. Chanot dribbles it out the back. Uedrago under some pressure. So they've lost 10 metres. And the kick over the top from Michelak, read there by Foley on halfway.
It was the right idea. That's what they needed to do.
Kurandrani starts to move. And throws a pretty ordinary pass in the end.
Oh, it was the right idea too, because he stood up a couple of players.
Let's go sideline. Rod Kafer has a very special guest, Wallaby coach Ewan McKenzie.
You're happy with that first half? The team played pretty well, lots of points on the scoreboard.
Yeah, we did a good job of playing down their end, and we kept them under pressure. So yeah, we converted some of those pressure moments, which is good. I think there's inevitably going to be some errors, but I think we've been pretty positive.
Stephen Moore, how is he?
Yeah, he's got obviously hurt his knee. Hopefully it's a medial injury, and he'll get a scan straight after the game, so we'll know a bit more.
Expectations now in this second half. What do the Wallabies need to do to keep in front?
Well, aware that they're going to play with all the risk that they're accustomed to. So we need to be disciplined and keep doing the basics well. We think there's opportunities off turnovers. We've got some good guys on the bench, so we'll obviously introduce them and see how we go.
Enjoy.
Thanks, mate.
Ashley Cooper, and he's got Cummins over the 22. Cummins for the corner, pull down, centimetres out. Kurandrani, head down, tries to burrow his way over. To the short side they go. Ashley Cooper, has he got a double?
He's pretty happy, Ashley Cooper. I think he's got there.
Well, it's got to be a penalty try. Regardless, Michelak offside.
I can tell you there he got onside. He's keep on coming back. It's too hard to tell. It's tight play. He's offside. He's nothing.
That's right. Ben.
Yes, Craig.
You're in the frame, so two things we're looking at. I don't believe it has been grounded, but have a look at that second. First, we're looking at blue 10 coming back, whether he gets back to an onside position before making the tackle.
Checking footage first to see if blue 10 has affected a tackle from an offside position.
Yeah.
Great break from Adam Ashley Cooper, though, midfield. Yeah. Done so much of that this year with the New South Wales Waratahs. He actually had, I think it was Bernard Foley on his right-hand side, unmarked. He didn't see him. Probably just passed a little bit too early to Nick Cummins. Lovely break. Has he got this over the line? Pick and drive. Matt Tamua, look on the right-hand side. Matt Tamua with his arm up. Let the ball go to Nick Cummins. Did really well to stay in field. Bonval, a good tackle. French fullback. To be to Kurandrani having a go. Then Adam Ashley Cooper just stays on the left-hand side. And then does he get this down? Frederick Michalak.
Was Michalak onside was one of the questions to the television match official.
Yeah, and it begs the question, is it a penalty try? Because had he not been there, AAC would have gone straight over, you'd have assumed.
Doesn't look like he's got that down. You watch on the left-hand side of your screen, Freddie Michalak, the number 10 for France, trying to get back onside. Here he comes now, just before Adam Ashley Cooper gets the ball. So you would say if it's a no try, Clarkey, probably a penalty to the Wallabies potentially. The space was out to the right when Tavita Kurandrani actually picked the ball up.
So Michalak, was he onside when the ball came out?
Well, he never got back onside, and that's pretty clear. And if he wasn't there,
It'd be a try for sure.
it'll be a try for sure. It has to be a penalty try. Michalak almost gets back onside here.
He's out now.
Almost not good enough, that Rod Kafer. I'm with you, penalty try for mine.
Now they'll check the grounding.
Okay, Ben, I tell you what I'd like you to show me again is the angle, this one. Sorry, I missed that. I need to see that again.
He did make a pretty good effort, though, to get back onside, but you've got to be behind the last feet of that ruck. That's over the line, and the ball is held up.
As the ball comes out the ruck, ask the producer to do that.
So it's not about the question whether the ball was grounded. It's the question where Freddie Michalak, was he back onside when he made the tackle on Adam Ashley Cooper?
It's out there, and Michalak not onside when White picked the ball up.
Got to be a penalty try. He's not there. 2-on-1, Adam Ashley Cooper. Nick Cummins, one of those two scores for sure.
Still looking at offside.
There's the orange boot you can see there is the last foot, and that's where Freddie Michalak needed to retire to. He never does. He's in an offside position, never got onside. He's a metre out from the line. Adam Ashley Cooper's 50 centimetres off the ground. If he wasn't there, I suspect he scores the try. It's a pretty simple one for mine. Let's get on with the game.
Well, there's got to be no doubt in the referee's mind, if he awards a penalty try, that a try was going to be scored. But Val was there as well, a fullback making a tackle.
Okay, Ben, so we've got a particularly marginal situation where originally 10 blue doesn't appear to be onside. Then at the last minute, I do believe he brings his second foot back into an onside position before he makes the tackle. So I'm actually comfortable that he's done enough for that to be considered onside, and we go on to a non-grounding. How does that sound to you?
Craig, I agree with you.
Yeah.
I believe he has put himself onside, and without any evidence of a grounding.
So after all that, Michalak did enough to get onside before making the tackle.
Do it now.
He wasn't grounded, so we're going to have a 5-metre scrum. And here come the French reinforcements, 19, 17 and 18 coming on. So that's Flancard in 19, Dabati in 17 and Slimani in 18.
So two new props for the French and a second rower.
Okay.
And so Bryce Dullan has come onto the field, the speedster.
And I can tell you, sitting on the sideline, they need this energy, this impact from their bench. New front row will pose new threats for the Australian front row in this particular scrum.
Wind! Set! Hits and chase.
Well, what a waste after all that.
Falling over, hitting and chasing.
Second time tonight, the Wallabies were penalised for hitting and chasing, not letting the scrum just settle. They want to put some real pressure on this line out and pin the French in their own territory. Take back that try that Adam Ashley Cooper was denied earlier.
A couple of changes for the Wallabies as well. Kepu is off, so Paddy Ryan is on, and Waikepamu, his 50th Test match is over. He's been replaced by Ben McKelman. So Simmons gives it to White, down to Foley. Quick recycle for White, the new man from the Western Force, Ben McKelman.
Jack Slipper again. He's been superb. Needs to fight to get to the ground though. Galfiku holding him up.
Now it's there for White.
Fardy.
Ryan. Foley. Inside ball from Tamua. Ashley Cooper. Folau. Great ball and a great finish from Nick Cummins. The Honey Badger has a bit of meat at Suncorp. Beautiful to watch.
A good set-piece play from the Wallabies. A decoy play. Because defensively, the French had about 10 players there in the defensive line. Put a ball in behind. Nick Cummins waited at the right moment. And then there's Israel Folau. Nice little switch play with Nick Cummins. And watch the play here. Bernard Foley putting a lovely ball back inside. Quick hands from Matt Tamua. Israel Folau, show and go on the outside, back to Nick Cummins. Good try from the Wallabies.
Nicely worked, and they restructured their attack. The Wallabies were a bit flat-footed on the short side and allowed the back line to get some depth. And then they created that penetration with Adam Ashley Cooper running one line, Israel Folau on the outside. And it is just a beautiful deft touch from Matt Tamua. His distribution skills and his strength in the midfield draws people to him. Israel Folau benefits on the end of the line with a little switch back to Nick Cummins, and he finishes nicely.
Yeah, plenty of bodies in motion there. You like that. It forces the French defenders to have to make decisions, and you see there, surely he chased down on Matty Tamura. He opened that hole up on the inside for Adam Ashley Cooper, and that led to the try. France in trouble.
The Australian cricket team sitting down here, they're delighted by the Nick Cummins try. Australian cricket team sitting right in behind Sharpie and I, and they are thrilled with the try.
Foley, 10 metres in from touch. And this one is over. So, scoreline looking very good now for the Wallabies. 36 points to 9. Nick Cummins, 4 tries in his last 4 Test matches.
Yeah, has done a lot of ball to play with tonight, Nick Cummins, but when you're playing outside a guy like Israel Folau, it was lovely hands too from Adam Ashley Cooper to be able to get the ball away in traffic to Israel Folau. Rob Simmons putting that one down.
13 away! Yeah.
Shame for Rob Simmons. He had a really good game tonight. His line-out work's been completely dominant. Plenty of carries, involvements, defence.
One of the criticisms that we gain from time to time, Sharp, is he gives away a lot of penalties, doesn't he? And he knows he does it. He just seems to keep doing it.
That's right, Kev. He's like a good up-inside flanker in a different position, I suppose. He's pushing those limits, and you're right. Certain games gets penalised a little bit too much, but you've got to temper that with the ability of still getting in and treating every line-out or maul as a contest. You see France mauling away.
The Rob Simmons down in back play, so the Wallabies one short at line-out time.
And the French desperate for their first try in this match. Need to kick-start their tour. We can go from the new man, from Cart. Running onto it is Maestri. From Cart. LaRue coughs it up. Carter was there.
There's a tackle from Matt Tamua and Flonkat.
And White looks for the safety of the touchline on the far side. So Sam Carter jotting on the spot there to pick the ball up and having a pretty good debut. Sam Carter, he completes the latest father-son Wallaby pairing, first since Jake and Pat Howard, since 1993.
He's the top tackler at the moment for the Wallabies. 14 tackles so far in this match. 5 runs as well. Mum and Dad here from Corindai, country New South Wales watching.
People in Tamworth up the road will be pretty happy too to see Paddy Ryan on there. Good to see the country boys in gold. Shuley. He's tried hard, the number 8. Now it is through the hands out wide and up and pull back. Is Bob Vale. Good defence though. Advantage for France. And that is going to beat everybody in the touch. No advantage there.
Penalties for Tavita Kurandrani, not rolling away from the breakdown.
Thanks, Paul.
He was the one who made the big tackle. Bang, there it was. Tavita Kurandrani on Wesley Fofana.
He was trying to roll away. He was trying to roll over the top of him. France really not offering a great deal in attack tonight. They haven't troubled the Wallabies more than on 1 or 2 occasions. They're going to have to go away, have a think about things and turn up for this next game ready to go. As we see, this is probably the first or second attacking opportunity in the second half with some decent field position and some possession.
Wallabies not the only Australian team at the stadium tonight. The cricketers are here as well. Ryan Harris spotted first on the big screen.
Dave Warner there, Mitchell Johnson, Brad Haddon. They've got a training camp up here in Brisbane for 2 weeks. They've had a big day. They played golf this morning. Went out to Eagle Farm for the Stradbroke Day, the races that were on today, and then here tonight as well. So, very big day for the boys.
They've got a crowd favourite in the Honey Badger. They absolutely, every time he touches the ball, they go up in chorus.
So Fiku hitting it up in midfield. Oshano to Foncard. Can the Wallabies hold them out? Inside ball. Kabati.
20 goals.
Oshano, Michalak. Fofana. That's a poor pass for Huget.
Run away, 20!
Oh, terrible pass again.
Numbers, here we go.
Kurandrani to Folau. Inside ball. Ashley Cooper.
They regroup well, France.
Oh, and then the diving pass there. But this is going to be a penalty anyway.
Machinot was the halfback for French, getting offside. See Peck Cowan warming up on the sideline. Also Curtly Beale right in front of you, Kaif.
Yeah, Curtly and Nick Phipps all here ready to go on. Peck Cowan in multicoloured headgear, keen to get into the action.
Well, it's been a few years since he played in the Wallaby Gold. Wonderful season so far for the Force.
Interesting to see where Curtly Beale goes to. Whether he goes to 10 and Matamua staying at 12. So Matamua leaving the field, so Bernard Foley will stay at fly half and Curtly Beale will be at inside centre where they play for the Waratahs. Well played, those three, especially James Slipper on his birthday. A wonderful effort.
So going to be double celebrations for him. Foley. Phipps. McCalman. Urudrago makes the tackle. Beale first touch. A lot of good pass there. A lot of traffic, a lot of pressure on Kurandrani, so he coughed it up. Fofana. Bruce Gulan brings one over. And Babal gets up and has another crack. Good run from Shuli.
He's played well tonight, Damien Shuli, number 8.
Fofana, Michalak. There's obstruction there. Antoine Baban was able to get into the clear. It was Debati that might have been in front. It was Debati. 36-9.
Yeah, Timmy Shuli's been fantastic tonight in a beaten team. Carried well, his line-out's been very, very tidy. Plenty of work. Expect to see him in the team again next week, no doubt.
Yeah, I think it'll be a different French team next week when some of the players obviously played in the top 14 final last Saturday, haven't been selected in this team. Thierry Dussatois coming back from injury. Louis Picamol as well.
On the ball, please. Maintain the gap. Blue, don't close.
Goodwin McKelman. Phipps.
Good run, Paddy Ryan.
Phipps. And running into the gap is Hooper. And he's got Phipps with him. Inside the 22, the Wallabies. Carter. Oh, and then the penalty goes against the attacking team.
Put it down. Entry 20, 18.
Frustrating there. Great charge from Sam Carter. Really starting to bustle along, making some metres in his carries as the game's opened up. Paddy Ryan, just a legal entry from the side. It's a shame Australia was well and truly on the front foot there.
Great break from Michael Hooper. Runs that line really, really well. Just that one outside the tighter forwards. A couple of guys on his inside, just on that little unders line, back at the ball. And Hooper just spots that gap that the third defender in the French line steps across.
Look at the line breaks there. Just one for the French, so many for the Wallabies. That's why they're leading 36 points to 9. They'll do it all again in Melbourne next week. It runs through the legs by France. Folau. Kept in by Rouget. The run. Straight up in the air. Cummins. Courageous take. Just inside French territory. It's Phipps. Then McCormick going in a half-back slow ball again. Foley to Beale. Delivers a beautiful ball to Kurandrani. Beale is racing up on his outside, and Curtly Beale scores the try for the Wallabies.
What a handy player to come off the bench, Curtly Beale. Bernard Foley started a little decoy play, which gives the Wallaby backline a bit more depth to play with. And just watch the line in support that Curtly Beale runs here. For all the junior rugby players, after you give a pass, watch the line that Curtly Beale takes and tracks through on Tavita Kurandrani. Decoy play behind, Beale gives it wide, and then inside Curtly Beale just tracks him. Does he go left, does he go right? He stays on the left-hand side. A lovely pass from Tavita Kurandrani to put Curtly Beale over.
Wallabies have used that second wave play really well tonight. At first, in the first half, they really struggled to get it going, but as this game's worn on, the last sort of 10 or 15 minutes, we saw the Nick Cummins try come off it with Adam Ashley Cooper running an inside line and players holding their width and depth on the outside. And there we saw it again. And the support play from Curtly was really nice. Tavita Kurandrani, a little no-look pass, did exactly what he needed to do when you're in space. Once you get in space, you've got to make decisions. And he did the right thing. He just pinned it at the fullback, drew him, and threw the offload at the right time for Curtly Beale.
Wesley Fofana was the one that got stood up. The inside centre for the French. It was 2-on-2, but it was the angle that Tavita Kurandrani went off his left foot and straightened the attack up.
Bernard Foley looking to add the extras. And it holds its line again, so 43 points to 9.
Well, there's one Wallaby supporter that's had enough. Going to sleep. Plenty of Wallaby supporters here, be just over 36,000 people in Suncorp Stadium.
So 6 tries. And that's the most tries by the Wallabies on Australian soil since the win over Fiji back in 2010. Folau, he has 1 of the 6 tries.
Good positional play from Israel Folau off the restarts. Stands midfield to take those high balls.
Nationalo's off, and a very handy replacement is on there, Morgan Parra from Vermont. And here we go with Folau. There's plenty of options, and it's the new man, Pat McCabe. He snuck on the field, and he is over for a 5-pointer. 48 points tonight, with the kick to come from right in front, and there is time for more.
Well, Pat McCabe just come onto the field just after the try from Kurtley Beale. It's his 5th test try. Pat McCabe playing on the right wing. The Wallabies shifting wide again. Israel Folau once again standing up. Wesley Fofana. Unselfish from Israel Folau. Positioned himself really well. Saw Pat McCabe on his right-hand side. And the Wallabies with no specialist winger. Pat McCabe coming on playing on the right wing and getting his first try.
Yeah, the idea correct from the Wallabies. And I tell you what, they would absolutely love having Israel Folau. They know if they get the ball out to space, generally with a bit of room to move, Israel's going to beat one-on-one defender just about every single time. And if he doesn't offload, he's going to go straight through the middle, causing havoc like that. It's officially become a rout for the French tonight.
And that brings up the half-century with the Australian cricketers in the stand and plenty of supporters wearing gold. They are delighted with this one. When the Wallabies scored a 30-point victory at Suncorp, this venue back in 2008 against France, it was the biggest win over Les Bleus in Australia. Oh, I think the tears might be welling up in those French eyes. So this is going to be a record-breaking night on Australian soil for the Wallabies against France.
Turnover good.
The turnover is good, and so we might see a little bit of the French passion finally coming through here if they can just get their first try. Spinning out of the tackle there was Parra, and
I think he was pretty close. Morgan Parra
held up.
Yep.
Desperate defence.
I think he wants to have a look upstairs.
Ben, you're on the frame.
Yes, Craig.
I believe a try has been scored unless you can give me a reason otherwise.
Checking footage for a reason.
Yeah.
Morgan
He was
Parra.
signaling to go to the TMO rather than being held up.
He's just come on the field as well. Morgan Parra, and halfback. Well, there's some excited French supporters. The side well behind here. Morgan Parra, did he get on the try line in his first go? Sniping through. Ben McCallum was the one trying to make the tackle. Michael Hooper went low. Initially, it didn't look like the ball was on the line. Maybe it was the second move. Short there. James Horwell on top. Ben McCallum in front. Is any part of the ball on the white line there? That's what the television match official is looking for. It's short there. Corner post cam.
Craig, I have a decision.
Yeah, Ben standing by.
I have no clear reason.
Yeah. Excellent. I've seen part of the ball on the try line, so it's a try.
Try at long last to France. A little happier now, their fans. And it's the replacement. Morgan Parra. 55th test appearance for him. His 3rd try
He's a good player, Morgan Perrat. Wouldn't be surprised if he's in the Test starting lineup next week when the French take on the Wallabies in Melbourne. Plays for the Clermont club. Good sparking player. And his combination with Freddie Michalak may be the opportunity they need for next week.
Michalak. It's a good strike. And it's over. So he moves into second on the all-time point scoring list for France. Still a long way to go to put respectability on the scoreline, though. 50 points to 16 at the moment.
Well, in 2010 in Paris, the Wallabies won 59-16. Drew Mitchell 3 tries in that match. Still 7 minutes to go in this Test match.
Fell out. Making the quick throw in. Back it goes to Phipps. And Foley. And there's a charge down, so it's play on. The French have it just inside Australian territory. Michalak looks up.
Nick Cummins positioned himself beautifully there.
And he'll run it back into the traffic, 5 short of halfway. Oh, that's poor at the back, and it's towed through from Fofana. Foley losing his footing. And it's been picked up now by the 22, Lamara. Gets it out now to Tabati. Real opportunity here for the French, but have they turned it over? They've knocked it on.
Kick forward and showing man, scrum.
We'll have the scrum.
Okay.
Wallaby put in.
And Nick Phipps just getting his arm touched as he threw that ball to the left and the ball going to the ground. I think the reserves, though, you'd say Sharpie have come on and actually made a difference for the French, haven't they?
They definitely have. They've brought a bit of energy to the game, and you can see here that they haven't given up the ghost, which is a good sign for next week for them. They're going to come back and bounce back strongly. There's no doubt about that. A few team changes. They'll look to really contest next week. It's coming back to the scrum that's about to pack here. The Wallabies set piece has been very, very good tonight, and it's an area that I think France perhaps would have thought they would have an edge.
Phipps puts it in, takes it out, gives it to Cummins. Beale. Coming forward is Bruce Willon.
18 away, 19.
Gurban. Good run. And he offloads. Oh, and then they drop it up. Fofana couldn't control it. Wasted opportunity.
Go, 60. 1 inch. 1 inch over.
Bryce Delan, again, another chance.
Tolofua is on there in 16. Young hooker.
Oh, it's far from pulling out. Solid tackle midfield.
4 guards, 4. No. Use it.
Morat. Morat offloading. Putting it through their hands. Takes the youngster, Tolofua, to get them over the advantage line, and good support by Lamara back on the inside, and good hands from Maestri. No, it's gone forward.
Advantage over.
And Cummins goes to ground. Cowan.
There comes Blue.
Bulan.
This goes straight down the middle of the field. This could go dead.
They'll watch it go over the chalk into touch and goal, so they'll come back to where he kicked it from. 3 minutes remaining, 50 points to 16. Wallabies over France.
Well, the Wallaby coaching staff will be pretty happy. 33,000 just over at Suncorp Stadium. Ewan McKenzie, Andrew Blades, also Jim Mackay, the attack coach, has done really well with the set-piece plays from the Wallaby backline.
Coming into tonight, the Wallabies had lost their 2 previous encounters at Suncorp. They had never lost 3 in a row at this venue, so they keep that record intact. Remember, the Wallabies failed to score more than 2 tries in a home test last year. They had 6 internationals. So in their first test in 2014, they have 7 tries already. That's the penalty.
Overextending, tight head goal.
Goes against the scrum.
Overextending.
Paddy Ryan, second penalty tonight. Overextending. Probably a bit worried about chasing his feet up. He was penalised earlier for that. He's going to need to adjust moving forward.
A bit of a concern for both teams is the missed tackles in this match. 30 missed tackles for France and 23 for the Wallabies, and that's one area that Ewan McKenzie will look at. Nick Scrivenger, the defence coach, will want to look at how they set their structure up defensively, just falling off a couple of first-up tackles.
Christophe Tolofua throwing into the line-out. Coming away with it is Babam. Barra, inside ball, bit of a no-look pass to Vincent Departie. They're still trying, the French. Fofana.
Use it!
Pick and go here. Slimily.
Advantage over.
3 or 4 metres out. They need to keep it alive. The French going to ground is Flancat. Barra. And this man deserves to try. Truly. It's a maul.
Ball is held up. 5-metre scrum blue. Held up.
He won't even go upstairs. Good's convinced it was held up.
Yeah, good defence, James Horwell.
Good try.
Got himself over the ball. Also Sam Carter as well.
Yep.
Ben McCalman was in there.
Thank you. Ball held up, blue scrum.
Sam Carter, 17 tackles so far in this match and 7 runs. Good debut for the youngster.
Slemony, what a run.
He's done one, so it's coming on.
More!
Tolofua was the one who got his hands on the ball.
Yep. Ball is held up. 5-metre scrum blue. Held up.
Great vision there, seeing exactly what transpired. You're right, Sam Carter's had a very good game tonight. Super debut. The Wallabies, as a unit, have played well tonight. Totally dominant.
So the French are now on a 9-game losing streak on Australian soil.
Yeah, I've got it.
Dating back to 1990 in Sydney.
You don't come down head on head, you come outside. Bind long, please, off the shoulder. Okay. Yes. Yes.
French still haven't won in Brisbane since 1972.
Head and shoulders up.
Next week they do it all again. Etihad Stadium in Melbourne next Saturday night.
Crouch. Bind. Checked.
Barra puts it in. Siren sounds in the background. Will the French have the final say? It's a penalty try. They will. Penalty try to France.
Out of the contest.
So they'll take a little bit out of that heading into Melbourne next week. Well, and that'll just mean that the Wallabies will have to work on that scrummaging.
Yeah, it's a new front row. Tolofua, Debarty and also Slimily. And they came through as one. They drove as 8. And the Wallaby pack just shearing off to the left.
Yeah, difficult situation there. The Wallabies, as you say, Tim, they walked around there. France, what they did well, they kept their front row straight and square and drove through like an arrow straight through that Wallabies pack. They'll be really disappointed to finish the game that way. They competed well all night until that point.
Converted by Michalak. So that is full time at Suncorp Stadium. And the Wallabies off to a winning start in 2014. They led 29-9 at half-time, got out to 50 points to 9. Bit of a late rally from the French to put some respectability into the scoreline, scoring the try to Parra and then the penalty try. So full time at Suncorp Stadium, Australia 50, France 23.
A good play from the Wallabies. Good start to their season.